the last things I heard when I turned off the car was, be careful what you wish for because you've put it out into the universe and it will happen. And you may be caught off guard when it does happen. Yeah. And I walked in that day and there you go. They said,
doing that scary thing is how we grow and make things happen in life. Today, I sit down with one of my longtime friends, Amanda Mittleman, who shares how she overcame life's obstacles, how she has grown and evolved in the fitness world, and she gives tips on how you can break through challenges and set big goals so that you can live your awesome life too.
Okay, Amanda, I'm so happy that you are finally here in my studio because I adore you. I wanted you to come here today because I want to share, show people how amazing you are. And I want you to share your expertise and the fact that you've done so much with your life and you're living your passion is something that people need to learn about. So
thank you.
I'm going to hand you over the mic for a minute and just tell a little bit about yourself and how you are where you are today so people can get to know you.
I was an athlete growing up and I became a young single mom and my daughter had a lot of serious health problems. My son too, but my daughter more. And I got them healthy again, and I wanted to go. I went back to school, and I couldn't afford a gym membership and babysitting. So I had done it for a while, but I came to the point where I couldn't afford it, and I became an instructor. I had to.
Yeah.
And then I got free babysitting.
Free babysitting, free gym membership, and you're getting healthy. And,
And I fell in love. I always liked fitness. It was more for vanity. But as a single mom, going to school, taking care of kids, in and out of the hospital, and maintaining my sanity, it became my place to go to feel good. And it empowered me. Whenever I left, I knew I had done something good for myself. And I was a better mom. It made me feel stronger physically and mentally. And I fell in love with that. I wanted to share that with people. And then I got a bachelor's degree and a master's degree.
Amazing.
My bachelor's was in human development with an emphasis in physiology. And with all the questions I would be asked in class, mostly by women who were struggling with their weight. A lot of them were post-menopausal or going into menopause. They had questions about why they weren't losing weight, and all of a sudden they were gaining weight, and I was fascinated with that. So I did a lot of research, and whenever I did projects, I ended up in that direction. So I got a master's degree in kinesiology.
Awesome. So amazing. All while being a mom, and a single mom with, everything that you were doing, that's really cool. So I have to ask, how were you able to do it all? Did you stay up late or you just knew your goal and you were like, I'm going to do this no matter what?
Yes, my children, my babies. And someone asked me the other day if I had balance, and no, I did not. There are times in your life, I think in my life, that I've been completely out of balance, and it's okay because I have a goal. I wasn't just out of balance, I had a goal, and I was going for that goal. You just knew. You just go.
And I love that you said you were honest about not always being in balance, because we can always say that everything's so zen and perfect.
That's a lie.
When really you're in survival mode sometimes. I need to get food on the table. I need to take care of my kids. I mean, that's how I grew up. It was a mom who was single for so many years, and balanced would not be her middle name, but she did what she knew she had to do because she knew what the goal was. So I love that you share that, because
it's your why.
It's your why.
If you have a why, you can do anything.
I agree.
Rather than doing the what, you have to know your why.
And you totally gave me chills when you talked about being an instructor though, and fitness, how it empowers you. That right there. I don't know if you saw the chills on my arm. I get chills easily, I guess, but when it's something that I'm like, oh my gosh, she's speaking my language. It's weird how that feels. So if anyone is watching this or listening to this and they have never experienced that feeling when you find a workout or something, go and just do it and you'll know. It's just such a good feeling. And then being an instructor and having that impact on people's lives is insane, right? That's a whole different level.
It's really cool to watch someone come in real shy and not feeling very good about themselves and leaving your classes, or you see them in a month. And their eyes are brighter. And
totally transformed. And sometimes it's
in
in their
front
face even, their eyes and the inside, I love that. That's hard to explain to people, but it's a beautiful thing. To see what you have done, you and I share something, and I'm just gonna put it out there really quick, that we both were lost a job for a company I won't mention, but at the time, both of us were like, huh? we dedicated so much time and love and heart to this company, but they've let us go. And both you and I have been fortunate to find out that that was a blessing. I would love for you to share about that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'd known I wanted to start my own business. I had my own ideas, and I began to not be happy at that place because what was in my head was not what was happening, and what was in my head was growing and getting stronger and stronger. It was a drive. It became a drive, and I was not fitting in anymore either in a certain with the company, with my people.
Right.
I always did.
Yes.
Because I was so passionate about it. And that morning, as I drove up, the last things I heard when I turned off the car was, be careful what you wish for because you've put it out into the universe and it will happen. And you may be caught off guard when it does happen. Yeah. And I walked in that day and there you go. They said, hey, Amanda, come back to the back room. And you know when you get invited to the back room.
That's not a good thing.
Bad.
Yeah, the back room might not be a good thing.
Yeah, I knew I would never quit that job because I loved the people there so much in my classes. But I wanted more and I needed that little kick in the butt. Yeah. And I kept praying to the universe to help me see my way. And so that's what happened.
And I know, and the same thing happened for me. And I remember you were one of the first people that I called when it happened to me. And you were so there for me. It was so awesome. But it's funny how sometimes the things, the struggles, the low moments that you think are so bad are the biggest blessings. Yeah. Because if for both of us, if we did not get fired from that company, who knows where we'd be today? So, I mean, I just hope that people learn that, sometimes you can look at things like, oh no, but you have to look at it like, hey, I got to see what this really means. God is usually pointing you in a better direction. Yeah. It's just so awesome.
And the most successful people have had many, many letdowns in their lives.
Setbacks,
and struggles. And you get stronger every time you make it through one of those struggles.
Definitely. And you just have to say, what is the purpose for me? What is this telling me? What is the universe telling me? What is your why? Always your why. It goes back to that. Oh my gosh. You have a wonderful studio here in Huntington Beach called Momentum Fitness. And every time I drive by it, I'm like, whoop, whoop, honking my horn. If you hear a horn, it's me. It's not someone rude. It's me just honking. And I'm waving. And I always tell my kids, there's Amanda. They're like, Mom, you tell us that every time. I'm like, but I'm so proud of her. So I really am. And it's really fun. So like on Instagram, if people want to follow you, it's Momentum Fitness. But
Or Amanda Mittleman.
Or Amanda Mittleman.
Momentum Fitness.
Amanda Mittleman, yeah.
Momentum Fitness HB.
HB, that's right.
Yeah,
and Amanda
Momentum
Mittleman.
Fitness was taken.
But it's so fun because what I see from your pictures and everything is a community. Yeah. Like a culture that is not present in big gym facilities, that just can't be. And so I really love that because people like their fitness places to be at home.
Yes.
I mean, that's where they're going to find their peeps and people on the same journey and goals, the same goals. So just elaborate on what I would love for you to share with us, what it's been like to have your dream of having your own gym and then the realities of it and what you've learned and how much you love it.
I love it. I'll put this out there first.
Yes.
It is the hardest thing I've ever done.
Okay.
I went in as a scientist. I have a master's degree in kinesiology.
Right.
And then I had to become a businesswoman.
Yeah.
And I thought that, by just people should know, because I have a master's degree, which, doesn't matter to anyone, that they should come to me. And what I did is I created what we had in the classes that we taught before. That's what I wanted. I wanted that community because you see the woman in the back or that comes in shy, and if I don't grab her in, and if I don't have that community to help me bring her in, she's gonna leave, and I'm not gonna be able to help her. And I gotta tell you a cool story.
I want to hear it.
We have two women. One of them came in to my facility, and I still remember the first day she walked in. Her shoulders were kind of hunched forward. She was quiet.
Yeah.
She was insecure. Yeah. And she knew she needed something. And just a few weeks ago, we did a legendary competitor challenge, and she was in it. I'll tell you, start crying.
No way.
Yeah. And I mean, everything about her's changed. It hasn't even been a year. September, October, there were some pictures of her, and she did just my little dance classes. Yeah. But then Adrian, one of my stars, she's an amazing instructor, came and scooped her up. And she was posting pictures of her lifting heavy weights. And then she decided to do this contest that we just did. Right. And she went out there and competed.
That's amazing.
And we won.
Oh my gosh.
We're not even CrossFit gym.
That's amazing.
I think my girls were 49 at 19-year-old? No, 17 and 21. Her mom had been trying to get her to work out forever. Yeah. She went out and she found her love. But they feel stronger. You know, Kathy is strong.
Yeah.
And she didn't know it. And that's what I wanted. I wanted to help people find what I found.
Yeah. And discover new things about themselves.
Yes.
I mean, that is so cool. I bet her shoulders are farther back.
They're further back.
I bet
she walks in there, you can hear her laughing across the gym, and she knows everyone's name. And
that's
it's just
so cool.
Yeah. And then this morning, Yumi we always, now it's a birthday thing. We do the birthday dance, Shalene's birthday. Gosh. So she gets us in a line. I'll have to send you the video, or go to my Instagram, Facebook. You'll see it up there. And she has the entire class, and I have women in there that came in along the whole line, came in shy, that are doing the little chicken and the money. I mean, it's and we have a 19-year-old boy in there, Kai is in there, and he's dancing, and then women of all ages, 17 to 65.
I love it.
And they all know each other's names and love it and have a great time. They all came in not knowing what they were going to get, but I think ultimately there's the days you don't want to go, and when you have that community, that makes you go.
Yes.
That's we're failing.
Yes, and like I get excited when I have a place to go where people are expecting me.
Yes.
I know I'm going to have a good time. I'm good, I mean, and fitness can help so much more than just your body.
Yes.
It's just amazing.
Because overall in the fitness industry, people are getting, in the world, people are getting fatter.
Okay.
The BMI is going up.
That's
so
not
we have
good.
to do something different.
Yeah.
And I think community is that different thing.
Yes, that accountability and my
we have more
gosh.
gyms than we ever had. We have more communication and more access to education.
World? Wow.
But people are still getting fatter.
That's crazy.
And they're getting fatter faster.
That's not good.
No. So I think that's what I believe. I believe it's communities that we need to. It's a hard change. It's not easy. People think, well, I'm just going to go to the gym and work out. But if they've been sitting all day, we get up, they don't move correctly. They need help. And they need support on the days they don't want to go. I text people. I have a list of people. It takes me 20 seconds to text them. Where are you?
That's amazing.
And I have every week I get a list of people in case I miss someone, because I want to make sure I didn't miss someone, and I text them.
So cool. So cool. And I know that having a gym, or like I call it a studio. I don't know, a gym, a studio, but having your own place, was it something that you've always wanted to do? What are some of the lessons you've learned? Or tips that you can give somebody? Because I talk to people all the time who, are instructors or personal trainers, and they always say, yep, one day I'm gonna open my own gym. Yeah. And I'm like, oh, wow, I hope you do, but I want you to do it right. Well, you've survived a really long time. You've outlasted so many places here, and so that's awesome. So you must have some sort of, I think it might be you. So I think that might be the secret sauce. I don't mean to be, I really feel this way. So, but what other things do you think besides the community? Yeah. What tips can you give someone out there who is like, yeah, I want to open a studio?
You have to take action right away. Now, I did not do it by myself. I got into, a couple years before, I got into a mastermind group. I'm part of Todd Durkin's mastermind group. Okay. And in that group, we meet twice a year physically, but we have a running email group. Yeah. So if I have a question, I have 20 people in my group.
Wonderful.
I put it up online, and I have, several people will answer right away. Yeah. And then someone else has a question, or they have an achievement. First of all, if you have questions, you get help. Second of all, I'm in business, or I'm in this mastermind group with people who are at a higher level, so they've raised the bar. Yeah. How come she's writing a book? I want to write a book. What? When you are the sum of your 5 closest friends.
Definitely.
And you can't always pick, or you don't.
What's
you might want to rise up and find. So I found this mastermind group, and I love my friends. And some of them aren't interested in business, so they're my friends for other reasons.
Exactly.
But in terms of business, I wanted people that would push me and to learn. And they did. Wow. They've done that. That's been, so I did not, I had to have help. You can't just open a gym. It looks easy because you're not there. Right. But it is the hardest thing I've ever done. I have pushed myself to where I'm just ready to fall. Yeah. I've been in tears many times. I want to hide under my desk many days a week, which is normal for starting a gym. But I can call people in that group. How am I going to do this?
You are awesome for knowing that you should reach out. Like a lot of people are like, I've got this. I could do it all by myself. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and that's the other thing is just you can say it 1,000 gazillion times, but you have to do the things that scare you. I was scared to death. And this mastermind group, another thing, is I was sitting talking to Todd. We were in a group thing, and I was saying, I can't do it. I can't open. I haven't done it. I was so frustrated. Yeah. But this is the thing that changed. Yeah. Besides Todd, that really pushed me over the edge. You have to ask yourself this: at the end of your life, in that bed, are you gonna wish that you didn't do it, or if I came down, or are you gonna wish that you did do it? Are you gonna regret? And I don't want to regret anything.
No.
I would rather fail, fall on my face, than be in that deathbed and think, I wish I had tried it. I'll never know.
Totally.
And that was it.
Chills. So many chills. But that's so true, because I mean, we let fear hold us back from so much.
Yeah.
But what is that? Are you going to be proud that you're like, yay, I just was so scared I didn't do it, or you know what, I tried and I failed, and
or
and I'm going to learn and all of that, and so. Oh my gosh, that's like huge, awesome advice. Wow. And I love the mastermind group. Now I want to be part of one.
Oh, it's amazing.
Because I like to bounce ideas. That's amazing. So that's really good advice for people, especially if they don't have, they don't have business-minded people around them.
Yeah.
Do you know how people could find a group like that if they don't know?
You know, I found Todd will be at IDEA this year.
Okay.
So if they're interested in that
Todd
one,
Durkin, right?
Todd Durkin. Okay. He has an online program. So you can actually, I started out online and I started seeing this, and then he sent out an application for the Platinum group, and that's the one I'm in now. And so I joined that.
Right.
Fitness conferences are a great way, because you really need to know who that leader is.
Yeah.
And you want what they have.
Yes. And you have to feel like connected to them, right? Like,
yes.
And if it's not a gym that somebody wants to open, you can, I think going to like live seminars, you start to find people.
You meet those people that have your energy, and then you get them on Facebook, and then you start talking to each other, and then they say, oh, you got to try this, I just did this.
So don't be shy, you know.
You cannot be shy, and you cannot just talk about it. You have to do things that scare you, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but it always moves me forward.
Yes,
So you got to put out your hand. Hi, I'm Amanda. Hi, I'm Molly.
Totally.
And what do you do? Where's your gym? Can I come see it? I've driven all over to see different gyms. I want to see what they do, and I ask them questions, and that's
so
vital
awesome. Oh my gosh.
If you want to open a gym.
Totally. And I think that the more you do that scary thing, the less scary it is. Or you realize, I thought that was scary. That was so not scary.
It's never as scary as your head says it is.
Yeah, and we just try to hold ourselves back, and we just need to stop that. Like, bottom line. Even what I'm doing with this, for so long I wanted to do this, and Kevin was like, okay,
do it.
Your first video gets filmed on Monday. I was like, what? I'm not ready. He's like, you haven't been ready in years. Just do it. And it's been so much fun.
That's exactly it. There will never be the right time.
Right.
There'll never be the right time to start an exercise program. There'll never be a right time to start a video blog. Yeah. There'll never be a right time to start a gym.
Right.
You just have to
have to do it.
Although starting a gym, you got to make sure you got to back up. Don't just jump into that.
I love you so much. Oh my gosh. You are awesome. So thank you so much. And I know that this is like, we'll be seeing you doing all that and following your dreams, because I could tell there's no stopping you. Oh, like momentum, baby. You've got it.
We got momentum. You can't stop.
Yay. Thank you so much.
Thank you, girl.
What was the last picture you took?
Girls.
It's two girls from Momenta, rock stars. And what was the last movie you saw?
Mad Max.
How was it?
The only problem was that what's his name? He did not take off his shirt, and that would have made the movie.
I'm out. What did you eat for breakfast today?
I ate eggs with my niece cooks for me. She made like this egg quiche, and I heated it up.
I'll have what she's having. Do you have a nickname?
My dad calls me AJ, Supergirl, because I have worn the Supergirl outfit. I almost brought my cape. If you ever put on a cape, you will feel better. Oh, yeah. I guarantee it.
Oh, so that's a good thing. If you're feeling down, you put your cape on and see what happens. There's a good tip of the day. What TV show are you watching right now that like maybe you don't want us to know about, but you're totally rocking it? I have one. I need to know.
It's Walking Dead.
Walking Dead! Good. Okay, you do Game of Thrones, I'll do Walking Dead.
Okay.
Okay, all right. Good job on the 5 questions.